Welcome to Open Mic Night. Give it up for your host and MC, Michael Blank.
What up, motherfuckers? Welcome back to Open Mic Night. Tonight we're going to two open mics, the Outlaw Cigar Shop and then the Bird. And I'm going to leave for the open mic in about an hour, so I don't have that much time, so I'm just going to go ahead and start writing them jokes. Alright, first let me pray to the Muse. Dear Muse, please inspire me with the greatest jokes of all time, so that I may deliver them on your behalf, and then everybody will laugh, and then I'll get some pussy. Okay, thank you, Muse. Goodbye. Alright, bet. We prayed to the Muse. Now we're gonna freaking light the candle and get to work. Boom, guys, I wrote the jokes. You ready? Number one. I keep trying to recycle my recycling bin, but the people keep throwing it back. So the next time I put a little note on it and said, please recycle this. And they just recycled the note. So the next time I decided to put a little bit of poop on the handle of the recycling bin. So when they touch it, they get poop on their hands. Checkmate, motherfuckers. Now I actually want to keep the recycling bin because it's the only way I can get revenge on these guys. Okay, number two. The first thing I do when I buy weed is I dry it out. I don't get why these dispensaries sell moist weed. Like, oh, we kept it humidified. No, I'm trying to burn it. I need it dry. I want it dry so I can just crush it into a powder with my fingers. I don't want to have to pick it apart. That'd be like selling me moist firewood. Like, I'm trying to burn this shit, bruh. Okay, number three. I keep getting anti-vaping commercials on YouTube, and it makes me mad because I don't own a vape, and I don't even think about vaping until these ads come on. And then I start craving it. Like, wow, that cartoon vape looked pretty cute in the commercial. He was telling me not to vape, but he also looked like he was orange flavored. I'm having mixed feelings. Number four. A lot of women hate fantasy football, but I think women are a lot like fantasy football. They're both very fickle, like trying to grab water with your hands. You can study it and do all your research, but at the end of the day, it's out of your control. And there's 11 other guys going for the same trophy. Number five. They both like to tease you. Sometimes it feels like you're about to win the fantasy football championship, and then your best player tears their ACL. Or sometimes you think you're about to get laid, and then the girl's grandma dies. Totally out of your control. Evil men will rape women. Evil fantasy football players will trade rape people. Sometimes you pick a player you didn't know was good, and they end up playing great. It's called being a sleeper. Sometimes you pick a girl that you thought was average, and then she takes off her sweater and has huge tits. It's called sleeper build. Alright, sweet. Those are my jokes for today, guys. Should be a fun night. We're going to the Outlaw Bird. See you motherfuckers there. Okay, guys, we're on the way to the highly coveted Outlaw open mic. I look forward to getting there and smoking a nice cigar. Alright, we made it to Outlaw Cigar open mic. There's a lot of water on the ground. See that big puddle? We did the set and it was trash. There's no delicate way to put it. It wasn't a good set. I wasn't feeling it going up. I don't know what was wrong, but it was just bad. The jokes weren't that good. I'll show you the recycling bin joke just so you can get a gist of it all. I've been trying to recycle my recycling bin lately, but the people keep throwing it back. Fucking blows. So I put a little note on it. I was like, please recycle this. And then they recycled the note. I was like, damn. So then the next week, I put a little bit of poop on the handle of the recycling bin. So when they touch it, now they got poop on their fingers. Checkmate. Right? Now I want to keep the recycling bin because it's like my weapon against them, you know? And then the buy I like my weed dry joke, that just obviously was not good. So I had to bail out halfway through and just insult my own comedy. Because they always sell me this moist-ass weed. I'm like, why are you selling me, like, oh, you kept it humidified? I need it to be dry. I like my weed dry. Anybody else? Crumble it up. This is bad comedy right here. You know, what are you going to do? I wish I would have written more jokes about fantasy football being related to women, but even that part didn't do that good. Like in real life, like if you're a bad man, you'll rape a woman. In fantasy football, if you're a bad fantasy football player, you'll trade rape somebody. Yeah. It was a trash set. There's nothing you can do about it. Luckily, tonight there's 2 open mics, so I do have a chance to redeem myself. And, you know, it's the Outlaw, so it's hard to have a good set. The only crowd there was 5 guys smoking cigars in the back, but they didn't like my shit. What are you going to do? They didn't like my shit. After watching everyone go and seeing what they laughed at, I think I should have told my joke about fucking my grandma, because they seemed to like really crude jokes, really simple, crude jokes. So I should have told that joke. We're going to go to the Bird now, and we're going to try and redeem ourselves. So see you fuckers there. All right, guys, we made it to the Bird. We're on the path to redemption. I don't know what I'm going to do for my set here. Obviously, I don't want to do the same jokes that I just tested out, ate shit with. I don't know, man. I don't know what jokes I'm going to do, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Or I won't, and I'll eat shit again. But either way, we're going to go up. We're going to do the damn thing. This is the Bird green room. Oh, shit. It's really fucking cold in this room, though. Oh, I'm fucking the skeleton. I don't even know if it was a man or a woman before it died.
I know you don't care either.
Hey, underneath, it's all the same. There we go. Look at that little guy. Just got his brains fucked out, and now he's hiding in the corner.
Fuck shit, dude.
I could fuck shit.
Fuck that skeleton correctly.
I could fuck shit, though.
You couldn't fuck it.
A pile of shit?
That skeleton regularly, dude.
How are you supposed to fuck it correctly,
You're a
Fletcher?
missionary, of course. Have some little fucking respect.
Please welcome to the stage, Michael Blank.
Let's go, guys. We just got done with the second open mic of the night, and I would say I actually redeemed myself. It was a good set. I'm very happy with it. I'm pretty happy with it. All right, basically, I started off, the lady before me, the comedian right before me, I went second, which ended up being a good spot. There's a good crowd. But the comedian before me was talking about this guy that didn't wash his ass before he tried to fuck her.
Please do yourself a favor. Wash your ass. Thank you. Thanks so much, guys.
So I made a bunch of jokes up front about trying to riff off of the whole not washing your ass thing. I was the dude that tried to fuck her. Didn't realize she saw the underwear. Classic. The real moral of the story, throw your underwear in a place where they can't see it. I would wash my ass if it didn't smell so good. But that's how I spent like the first 30 seconds or a minute. And then I did pretty much the same exact set that I did yesterday at the Rhino. And it worked again, which is dope, dude. Because sometimes jokes, you tell them the first time, and then they never work again. It's like the magic of telling it the first time. But this bit worked again. I was like, give it up for the diverse crowd. And then I was like, give it up for non-diversity. Man, very diverse crowd. Give it up for diversity. Yeah. That's nice. Cool. What about give it up for non-diversity? Yeah, all right. No? And there are like 4 dudes in the front. I'm like, look, those guys look exactly the same. They look like they're having a good time. Right? Look at these guys. They all look the same. That's the best part about having friends. It's like, oh, a bunch of dudes who think and act exactly like me? Not bad. It's like, what are we drinking tonight, boys? Busch Light? You mean all of our favorite beer? Half of us have the same name. All my friends are also named Michael. But I think once again, they laughed the hardest at the pee drain part. It's like when one of the boys brings his girlfriend to boys' night, it ruins it. It's like, oh, Michael number 3 brought his girlfriend. Now we have to pee in the toilet. We can't pee in the drain anymore. It ruins it. Yeah, these guys know. The drain in the basement where we all go pee. And then they also laughed at the CIA part. They even started clapping a little bit at the CIA part. And it was right at the end of my time. So I just ended my set, got off stage. I don't know what black dudes do when they hang out. There's no way for me to know. Because if I was there, I would ruin it. It would be different, you know? The only way I could tell what black people do is if I like spied on them from afar. And that would be weird. Yeah, that would be weird. I'd be like, what are these black people doing? It's like, what am I, the CIA? You know? I know. I know. It was great, dude. It was pretty good. People were really gassing me up afterwards. Like, this one guy came up. He's like, dude, you're so funny. He's like, how long have you been doing comedy? He's like, it's my first time tonight. And then I watched him go. He like ate shit. But it was classic, dude. And then he followed me on Instagram. And then the guy that runs the mic came up to me. He's like, yo, man, I noticed you've been grinding really hard for the past couple months. It's really paying off. I was like, thank you, bro. So people were really nice to me after the set. I think it went pretty good. I'm glad I got to redeem myself and get the bad taste out of my mouth from the first open mic. That's what happens when you hit 2 open mics in one night. It's a roller coaster of emotion. You go up, you go down. It's crazy. I'm just glad I ended up. I also ate a piece of pizza in between open mics because I was really hungry. And I think the pizza really helped my performance. I think I needed a little bit of food. So that was a good move. But yeah, anyways, tomorrow night we're going to Apex Ale Works for the Friday open mic, a little brewery in Independence, Missouri. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We're doing 5 minutes. I'll be writing jokes and telling jokes. I'll see you motherfuckers there.